A week ago, I awoke.
Mother?
To find that my mother was missing, and she did not return.
I'm presently on the way to collect my brothers, Mycroft and Sherlock.
Yes, Sherlock Holmes, the famous detective, my genius brother. He will have all the answers.
Enola.
Where's your hat and your gloves?
Well, I have a hat. Just makes my head itch. And I have no gloves.
My God.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another film Optix review brought to you by the Drive-In Podcast Network. I'm your host, Christian, and today we will be reviewing the latest Netflix original, Enola Holmes. And as always, I'm joined by my good friend and my co-host, Devin. How are you doing today, man?
Hello.
It's almost here.
Hello, mate.
Is that Enola? Enola?
No.
No, it's Sherlock. Is that you?
I'm gonna stop now.
Oh my gosh.
Can't do it. It's almost the
That's
weekend. That's all that matters. One more day for me.
Yeah, one more day for you.
Who actually gets work done on a Friday anyways? What are we?
I mean, that is very true. That's when all the slowness comes. You know, people are like, "Oh,
everyone
it's
just
a Friday."
knows it's an unwritten rule.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Don't even contact me.
So I wanted to ask you really quick. So if you had a choice, would you rather have every Friday off or every Monday off?
Friday.
Friday, really?
Maybe Monday, just because Fridays are pretty much already off.
Yeah, I would actually. I thought about Monday for the longest time, and yeah, I think I would agree because I mean, you got to think about it. You know, like when you're coming into the to the workplace on Friday, everyone's already in a good mood because it's Friday. So it's like in the day, this seems to kind of whiz by, but it's like Mondays. Ugh, Mondays, man, oh man, you feel like you never get enough done on a Sunday. So yeah, I would definitely go with the Monday. But before we begin today's review, Devin, both of us would like to thank Netflix for allowing us to watch and review this film. This is our first Embargo review we are doing for the podcast. So this is very exciting for both of us.
We're getting professional.
And we definitely, yeah, we're getting super professional. Take that, Disney.
Sure. Sony, it's all your fault.
Sony. It's always Sony's fault. But yes, we do plan to do more Embargo reviews in the future as we get more established, of course. And before we begin today's Embargo review, you can listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Red Circle, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, wow, and Pandora. Excuse me there. So this is how it's going to go, everyone. There's going to be no spoilers in this review. Since this is an Embargo review, we could talk about spoilers, but
Millie would
nice
not
guys.
approve.
Millie would not approve, and Henry Cavill would definitely not approve.
No. He would hunt us down.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's going to be spoiler free from here on out. I'll read the synopsis really quick, and we'll kind of just dive into our engaging thoughts about Enola Holmes. So the synopsis reads: when Enola Holmes, Sherlock's teen sister, discovers her mother missing, she's set off to find her, becoming a super sleuth in her own right as she outwits her famous brother and unravels a dangerous conspiracy around a mysterious young lord. So, yes. So the embargo date, technically we're reviewing this prior, but embargo date is on September 7th at, I believe it's either midnight Pacific time, 12 a.m. Pacific. But it comes to Netflix on September 23rd.
Nice and early.
Time. Nice and early. Very nice and early. And, of course, this film is directed by Harry Bradbeer and Enola Holmes. No. So it's also actually produced by Millie Bobby Brown, Paige Brown, Mary Parent, and Alex Garcia, and written by Jack Thorne. So Millie Bobby Brown getting to the producer business.
And Nancy Springer, who wrote the novel, apparently.
Yeah. So, Devin, Devin. Did you like this movie? Did you think it was engaging?
This is a tale of two halves here. First half, I was very engaged. I always enjoy fourth wall breaks, no matter what it is, TV, movies. That's why I love Fleabag so much. Just breaking that fourth wall, staring right at me, talking to me. I love it. And there was a lot of that in the first half. And it was entertaining.
It's like Millie Bobby Brown is right in my living room.
Exactly. Even in the trailer, you can just see her staring you down.
She really was through the entire movie. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
All right, let's ease it up here.
I'm always entertained by that, so that was probably my favorite part. And it kind of like eased off a little bit in the second half. They didn't do it as much. And there's also like a love story that I wasn't that fond of. I don't know what you thought about it. I thought it was kind of forced.
I felt like it was very organic to a point because they didn't go all the way, I guess you can say. I'm trying to be very vague here, but to go off what Devin says, I do enjoy fourth wall breaks myself, and I thought it was a charming movie all around. I mean, Devin already knows I have a big like soft spot for British films.
Have you ever disliked something British?
Yeah, there was. Oh my gosh, I know I have, but I'm trying to think what it was. Man, Skins was really good. And then we had Downton Abbey. That was also very, very good. The movie was fantastic as well. Actually, okay, so I would kind of say The Crown. Like, I like The Crown, but I guess that's not like really it's not a show for me. But I will say with this, like it's Sherlock Holmes. Everyone knows Sherlock and his brother,
Minecraft Holmes. That's all I kept hearing. Minecraft Holmes.
Minecraft. Yeah. But
Lord Tewksbury. What a name.
Lord Tewksbury. But, this movie, it wasn't very, like posh in a way. Like, it had, some of the characters were very posh, especially, the lords and ladies that you meet in this film.
Definitely some Dickinson vibes.
Yes, absolutely. Of course, this is a period piece. I would say, what really kind of inspired me about this movie was the theme of, so Enola's name spelled backwards is alone. So
and Sherlock spelled backwards is nothing.
I thought you were going to attempt it.
Nope, I'm not even going to try.
Man, oh man. But I really like how, the overall message to me, or the inspiring message, I guess you can say, is that, it's about changing the world, and it's about, getting your feet in the water a little bit, your feet in the mud to make a difference, make a mark on the world yourself, and try to build, for a better tomorrow. Because as we see throughout this film, there is a lot of inner turmoil within the British government. So, there's a lot of that going on as well. But it was a nice message of, you don't, like, even though, her name Enola is spelled alone backwards, she really finds her own way. I'll say that.
Yeah, despite being trying to get put in a box by her brother and other people in the school.
Yeah, so I wanted to add, did you watch the trailer before this? What?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know sometimes I guess it's with comedies. Like, I mean, I think I watched like most of the trailer, but I kind of forgot what happened. But I will say, like, I mean, I really like the fight scenes in this movie. There's a little bit of action here or there, and there is a lot of sentimental, sense of like the importance of family in this film, because you have and this is coming from the trailer, of course. Enola didn't really know her brothers all that well because she was quite literally almost an infant, when they were maybe like in their teens. So it's like, you see in the trailer, they walk like right past her. And then she's like, oh, like she kind of just forgot that, yeah, they haven't seen me in like a really, really long time. And by the way, mom is missing. And, when you're going through that, a lot of things start to unravel, but I'm sorry if I keep talking. Was there anything like I guess what captured you was it the fourth wall break that kept you interested throughout the movie, or was there anything else you wanted to kind of point out?
Definitely the fourth wall break is what first captured me, got me interested, and then just Millie Bobby Brown being charming as usual.
She was really good.
I do wish there was more Henry Cavill. That would have been made it, because you can never have enough Henry Cavill and stuff. Even without the mustache, he's still just as good.
He had those locked curls. I was like, okay.
Yeah, he had it going. I didn't know he could pull off Sherlock Holmes, but he had the look.
I didn't know he could either.
I thought he was too jacked.
he looked jacked walking around. But yeah, between the chemistry of everyone, we have Bellatrix Lestrange, aka the mom who plays, and I forgot the IMDb link. I'm sorry, man. The lady who plays Bellatrix Lestrange in Harry Potter,
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yes, she plays the mother of the Holmes children.
And she has a bit of a small role, but she's important.
Yeah, very small role, but very, very impactful, I would say. She's because the entire journey, we have to find, like, she wants to find her mom, she wants to know what's going on, and it's she becomes a little bit of a it's a detective movie, right? So it's like you kind of see the big shoes that Enola has to fill after, especially with Sherlock. But I wanted to mention, or actually you kind of already hit the nail on the head when it came to Henry Cavill. He was good in this role, but I wish we got a little bit more. Minecraft was amazing. He was him being the essentially black sheep of the family, even though you may think it is Enola. It's, you find his true nature throughout the entire film as well. But yeah, I wish we would have got a little bit more of Henry Cavill. I wish he would have had a little bit more lines as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was good.
Maybe a little more team up with him and Enola would have been nice. He's kind of just chasing her the whole time.
Yeah, that's very true. It's kind of like a cat and mouse situation. But actually, no, we can't talk about that. Sorry. I was like, if they were talking once, I'm like, oh, you gotta take that out. But I wanted to talk really quick about the world building. I mean, it is during a time of political turmoil, and I thought the set pieces were really nice, especially with Enola being not, I guess you could say, a bit of a tomboy, but you find the trials and tribulations that come with being a woman in that day and age, because it was all corsets, and women were essentially their only real goal in life was for breeding and to become a wife and to essentially please their husbands in whatever way they thought was necessary. But yeah, it really there's a lot of touches of feminism in this movie as well, which I really like. Very empowering for the younger the little girls out there, for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I think this movie is not necessarily made for you and I. It's made more so for the younger ladies out there looking for something different and interesting to watch.
Right. Like, it wasn't kiddish, but the production value was, it was up there. I was like, I felt like, there's like a Netflix movie, like Extraction or the Old Guard, but like this felt like, I would have just wanted to go see this in theaters. Honestly, I thought the production value was, way up there. The cast was stacked. And we're back. We lost Devin there for a second, everyone. We're back. You decided to you like the freedom that a wireless headset brings you versus
it's freedom until it dies.
A reliable, resourceful, nice wired headset there. But yeah, I think we left off around where what audience you think this movie will definitely connect to. It will definitely be, we kind of covered like the younger audience, especially
young adult, female.
Yeah, females for sure.
You're good to go.
Absolutely. So I guess would you say that like you connected more with Millie Bobby Brown's character over anyone else's? She pretty much kind of cared.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
Yeah. Like she did, like I said, a fantastic job. Like, Henry Cavill was good, but he's kind of taking a bit of a back seat. This was definitely Millie's time to shine in this movie, and she hasn't technically had a bad role yet. If you want to count Godzilla
wasn't great.
The movie wasn't great, but again, Godzilla.
And she did a lot of yelling.
She did. Again, we watched Godzilla for the monsters. For the kaiju battles. It's all there.
It's true.
Yes. But I would definitely say, given our current state of the world, and I will ask you this as well. Well, actually, I'll ask you first. So do you think this film brought kind of good vibes, good feelings, given the current state of our world?
For the most part,
of watching the movie.
For the most part, yeah, but there was a point where it gets weirdly dark, literally and figuratively.
Yep.
A couple scenes, I was just like, oh,
sorry about that, MacBook.
Did the movie rating go up a little bit? Most of it was pretty PG, and then they really went for the 13 rating.
They literally just kicked it into high gear. It's like, oh, okay,
it was strange.
It was strange. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah,
literally and figuratively dark.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Game of Thrones. Well, for those who didn't have a more up-to-date TV, a lot of people were complaining about Game of Thrones, the Long Night episode, saying that they couldn't see anything. It's like, well, if you don't have a QLED or a LED TV, you weren't seeing anything. I saw it just fine on mine, and I was confused as to why people were saying, I can't really see anything. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It literally takes a dark turn.
Yep.
Man, oh man. But yes, overall, I think this is a movie that will bring, good feelings, good vibes to people who do watch it as a result of watching the movie, I could say. But if you were a physical collector, Devin, if you were, would this movie go into your library? Not your Netflix library, your physical library.
I don't really see the point in buying a Netflix movie, but
what?
I'll let you answer that.
I had the first 2 seasons of Stranger Things on physical. I do.
I just don't get it unless you think it's going to leave Netflix somehow.
Hey man, never underestimate these companies.
They've never lost something that they've made.
Netflix has not. They've canceled a lot of things, but they've never taken anything off. Not that I can remember. No. That is one thing I like about the service. Even though, you can watch up to 3 seasons of Daredevil, but it's not Daredevil might go away. Well, I don't know if how all that works. Those seasons might stay there, or Disney might just take them and pump it onto Hulu. Because why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a no for you.
Would you?
I would. I would for sure. I really did enjoy the story, and I would definitely watch this movie again. Obviously, us watching it now, I didn't feel super rushed, but it was like 2 hours, and like 2 hours is fine for a movie, but there is a lot going on in this movie. There's a lot to keep track of. You know, this is a mystery, like a mystery movie. So, you know, it's not like a Ryan Johnson whodunit type of film. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Oh man, my MacBook's going all over the place today. But it definitely is a mystery novel type feel, and yeah, I would definitely keep it. If not for me, for whatever future family I might have. I don't know. Sure, I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely do it. I would definitely own it for sure. If anything, just for Millie Bobby Brown's performance in this movie. So, cool. You ready to get into scores really quick?
Yeah.
So out of a million Enolas, what would you give this film?
I'm feeling a solid 60.
I felt like you were gonna go 60.
It's a 60. Like, it wasn't really made for me, but I can see what they were going for. It's quality well made all around.
Okay.
Yeah. It feels right.
I feel it. I'm gonna give you 10 up. I'm gonna give it a 70, just because I do feel like it was a bit too long. If it was like around like an hour,
if they could cut a half hour, that would have been peachy.
Yes, but like I said, there was a lot going on, and I didn't know where it was going. You know, it kept me guessing the entire time, because you know, there, like I said, there's a lot going on in this movie, so I'm going to shut up now, so we don't break that vow.
Yeah, definitely give it a watch if you enjoy Millie Bobby Brown or Sherlock Holmes, or
Henry Cavill,
if you like the trailer,
or if you like British actors. They're all there.
Because it's all of them. All of them in one movie.
Or if you like period pieces, it's in there too. Yeah. Awesome. Sweet. So yeah, that pretty much does it for our first ever Embargo review for Netflix. We love you, Netflix. Thank you again for letting us watch this film early. And what was I going to say? Man. Oh, sorry. That concludes it all. So what we're going to do, so we were talking about watching Mulan, but we found out that it's coming to Disney Plus for free.
3 months.
In 3 months in December, so I think we're just going to push that review on back.
Yeah.
Until then, there's no rush, because we got The Boys coming out. The boys will be here by the time that you hear this review. So The Boys is out. First 3 episodes. The Boys, they're back and better than ever. So we also, I believe, we will be also doing a Embargo review for HBO Max's Unpregnant. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, and I also saw that next week is when the Babysitter sequel comes out.
Oh, we got it. Ooh, Devin.
I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued as well. I'm very interested. It's smart.
First one was very quality.
It was. It took a very dark turn. I mean, obviously, you know, it's more of a slasher film, but there was a lot of things in that movie that I did not expect to happen at all. But if you have watched Tenet, definitely check out our spoiler-free review there. And we will have a spoiler-free review of Unpregnant as well. And of course, we have, by this time of you listening to this, we have our new show that came out on Friday, this past Friday, on the 4th, the day of the boys, So we got that. We got a lot of other things we're going to be keeping track of. Halloween is coming up closer than we think, so we definitely might be reviewing some more thriller, suspense, some spooky content there for everyone. So, yeah, I'm going to stop talking again really, really quick. Leave us a like and rating on iTunes. It will really, really help us out. And, of course, make sure to look at all the other drive-in podcasts. The other shows on the Drive-In Podcast Network. We got movies, we got sports, we got us, we got music, we got commentaries, we got it all. So it's gonna be amazing, definitely. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Again, you can listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Anchor, Red Circle, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and tune in. And that was Devin, and my name is Christian, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.